Alright, and like that, I should be live. I should be able to see. All is well. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, well, as per what I usually do, I'm gonna start by. Where did I put my Bible? That's okay, we'll pull. No, we'll pull it up here. I'd have to say good evening, for this is a later stream. Oh boy. I'm so excited to get this underway. I'm going to be doing another run in the shows. Good stuff. Alright. The next, let's see, we're going to read 95 verses 21. Oh, excuse my. Through 26. This is going to be the international version. Alright. This is the part of the gospel I will share with you this evening. You've heard that it is said to the people long ago, "You shall not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to a brother or sister, 'Raka,' is answerable to the court. And anyone who says 'you fool' will be in danger of the fire of hell. Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First, go and be reconciled to them. Then come and offer your gift. Settle matters quickly with your adversary, who is taking you to court. Do it while you are still together on the way, or your adversary may hand you over to the judge, and the judge may hand you over to the officer. You may be thrown into prison. Truly I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny." With that being said, I have to turn my controller on. But with that being said, we move on into our Deathless attempt for this evening, where hopefully all can go well. DWY, there we go. That's not my name. Can you guys hear my clickety clack clack clicks? Oh, you kind of can. Oh, well, that's unfortunate, isn't it? I mean, I guess I could turn my gain down some. See if that helps at all. Try and like hide it under the desk too. Shows are shows. So as per usual, the goal here is Deathless. We will be doing DLC included. I am trying to math out a more consistent path to run with this build in mind. However, I started doing that yesterday and I didn't have a lot of time for it. But what time I did, I marked out, and it's basically up to the Gargoyles boss fight. And it puts me in a really comfortable spot moving forward. I'll have plenty of damage, that's for sure. I'm not worried about the damage side of things. I am more concerned with the overall plotting of it. I'd like to end in my gorgeous armor, and I'd like to have a mace. I'd like to have, maybe a decent shield and sunlight blade, but, we'll see how far we get. We will see how far we get. He did not care that I just booped him with the broken straight sword hilt. No cares for it whatsoever. I might as well just not have done it. Honestly, I thought it would have gotten him to turn around and look at me. I want his attention. And while I do this run, I also want to try and take care of all of the quests as well. And so I will do my best to cover it here. If not, I do want to do a up to New Game Plus 7 run in each of the games as well. So I think my first challenge will be these Deathless runs. Then I'll step into a New Game Plus 7 attempts, and we'll see where that takes us from there. The idea, hopefully, that, you know, we're developing our knowledge further and getting more comfortable with the games and their systems, and oh yeah, it feels real good. Ooh, swindled. Yes, I'd say it helped, but I would be lying. Badop, shbadop. Goodbye, my good little friend. You now go night sleep. Here we are. The silent. Did I just miss? Okay, cool. Thought I was one of the goofiest goobers and just straight up whiffed right there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought I was a really goofy goober. I mean, I am, but like, y'all don't know that yet. Or maybe you do. Maybe you do. Open up this door. Here we go. Time to amass souls. I feel like there's so much quote-unquote setup to the builds, which actually only gets worse the farther into the games you go, but I don't like that I have to spend all of this time running around getting souls. I mean, I get it and I appreciate it, and I'm glad I can't just pick up any weapon or else then it'd feel boring. But you know, it can be a little tedious sometimes, and you've done it for the umpteenth a gajillionth time. But at least, I mean, it's consistent. I'm gonna be able to get my strength to 30. Guaranteed. I guess I should have technically started all of the quests early. Whoop. Ta-da. Ooh. Crack the neck. Yoink. Lloyds. Lloyds to talismans. When I was working on my practice playthrough, one thing that I commented on was my spacing, which, you know, is actually a number of factors going into just the phrase spacing, but nonetheless, something I should be mindful of. I died to these guys in my practice run, but that's okay, because the practice run is more so for mapping out a path as opposed to doing a Deathless run. Because I mean, if I haven't said it before, I'll say it here. I don't want to do a Deathless run off camera and be like, oh well, I've done a Deathless run. Nah, I want to do it all on camera. I want it to be gorgeous, beautiful, and we all go hooray and celebrate it together. I think that'd just be a wonderful thing to do. Dim shim thickens. Although it's going pretty smoothly, you know. I appreciate it. Take a little sippy as our larger friend decides to stand up. We'll ask him very politely to sit right back down. Good night, sir. Ooh. Ooh. That could have been this run over. Over. There we go. All because one mistiming. He's there. It would have been greedy to go for another. I was really hoping that was my spacing, but I wasn't completely sure. Just gonna outpace the other. Was able to clip him. And all is well. We got a little dangerous there for a moment. Did it make you panic a little bit? Made me panic a little bit. Oh, honestly, so one of my goals for this year is to build up my apartment the way I'd like it to be. And part of those goals is to get the coffee setup that I want. And coffee. I recently ran out of coffee grounds, and I could just go and buy a new coffee bit, and while that's not unreasonable, or more coffee, while it's not unreasonable, I'm not entirely satisfied with my setup. I'm very wasteful in my coffee and how I have it. I have a big pot, and I like brewing pots. It's simple. I enjoy the process. I like having that smell linger, but I have like 2 cups from it, and the rest of it just goes to waste. And there's so much coffee there that I'm just not drinking, and it does feel very wasteful. And so part of me wanting to get a new coffee machine is not buying coffee grounds, because that incentivizes me to go and do that. Sorry, I was like, my brain needed to turn on for a moment, because now I'm fighting Big Skelly Boy. That low-key kind of important. Oh, he did not stagger. He cared not for my heavy attack. Oh, I thought I'd catch his toes. Clip that Achilles heel. That was a hitbox? Really? Oh, I got you now, buddy. Yeah. Now, I'm not entirely sure if later in this run I want to pivot into like a Zweihander or a Greatsword. But if I do, it's now an option. Oh yeah, I went on that whole coffee tangent to say that, like, I miss having my mug of coffee in front of me, and I miss using that, and tea's just not the same. I know, I call tea leaf water, warm leaf water, but I feel like I'm so accustomed to the taste of coffee, the texture, the potency of it, that it doesn't really dawn on me that it is just bean water. And I mean, I call it bean water. I accept what it is, and in doing so, I wind up putting myself in a position where it's kind of a play on words. Oh, you call it just warm leaf water, but you drink bean water. What's the difference? My water tastes like something, not water. You know what I mean? Like, to me, tea tastes like if you were to boil water, right? And then you were to dip a leaf in it, which is exactly what it is. You still taste that like hot water taste. Like if you left a water bottle out in the sun too long, you still get that taste. There's just that leaf with it, you know? Whereas with coffee, sorry, I have to remember that it starts on no, and then I need to flip over to yes, because if I don't, then I'm gonna feel like a goofy little boy when I muck it up and can't do it. But coffee is like hot chocolate. Stay with me now. When you boil, or when you get hot water for hot chocolate and then you add the mixture to it and you stir it up, like, it's not water anymore. Now it's smooth. It's like its fluidity, I think that's the term, is like water. It's really, really, it's not thick. It's really thin. Which is why I actually prefer to have milk instead of a water base. Because it's a bit thicker, and I like my chocolate to not be watery. But it doesn't taste like water. At least not good. Not if you do it right. And so I get the same thing with coffee, right? You don't taste boiling hot, yucky water. You taste coffee. Now, if that's what you taste, I'm sorry you're having a poor experience, but my taste buds ain't heightened enough to figure that one out. My body is happy with coffee, and it is not wanting to ruin it. So I've just never been a tea guy. It tastes like warm water to me. But I have tea, and I'll drink it when I need to. Like, the taste of tea itself, outside of the warm water taste, isn't bad. So, like, if the tea is hot enough, I don't think it's too terrible. But it's like, has to be dang near scalding hot. Like, I can drink a cup of coffee that's sat out for a few minutes in like a standard mug, so it's, you know, it's about room temperature. I can drink that, that's fine. But dog, you leave a cup of tea out, it gets to not like dang near scalding. You can pour that stuff down the drain, because I don't want it. And that's like, I just offended some people right there, but I'll stand by my guns. Crazy, the crestfallen guy has a quest. Or, yeah, quest line, storyline. It's not a very exciting one. A lot of theirs aren't very exciting, but... Owie. I'm gonna try and do... Let's see, how many are there? We have... Dang, I might have to do some soul farming. Because there's... Obviously the crestfallen warrior. There is the fair lady and her holy knights. With Petrus over there. Then you've got Solaire. You've got Siegmeyer. You've got Laurentius. And the sorcerer guy. Vendrick. Right? Vendrick? I think that's his name. But then you've got him, which technically ties into Big Hat Logan, and then Laurentius's ties into the Daughter of Chaos and her family. And then Siegmeyer's ties into his daughters, whose name I am spacing on. And Solaire's is a wonderful, fun little side quest we can do. So, the reason why I say we'd have to farm for souls is because part of doing Laurentius's quest is you upgrade the pyromancy enough so that he will want to go down into Blighttown. And the pyromancy glove does not upgrade with Titanite shards. Instead, it is purely souls, and it gets to an unholy number needed. And then you can do this thing where once you get it to plus 15, you can ascend it, which is, you guessed it, even more souls. And so that's going to be tedious. That is going to suck. But I'm thinking what we're going to do is, as we're upgrading the flame, we're just going to use it. I think we're going to keep my miracles to support spells, not damage. And then we're going to, because we're already investing into this wonderful flame of fire, we're gonna take it with us on our journey, and we're gonna spit some fire at some people. See how they like it. Definitely going to be helping in the Painted World of Ariamis, because the pus enemies there, or the blighted enemies, I don't know what you want to call them, they will not combust into a poisonous fog of yucky stuff if you hit them with fire, which is very convenient. It's almost like that was a built-in weakness. But why would Miyazaki do that? Why not make our lives harder than need be? I do not know. He's a man who works in mysterious ways.
Julia! Why me?
Because you have outrageous prices in your shop, and I wish not to pay them. But you can keep your sword. I don't want your sword. Got him. Here we go. This part is always really tedious for me. When I first started this game, I spent quite a lot of time dying here and respawning and dying and respawning and learning how to take on a group of enemies, how to single out aggros. And whenever I have to run through here, it's like memory lane and like, oh, it's so easy now, but there's that like lingering thought of every other time I royally mucked it up and it was all stinky. Open says me. Bait out any jumps seems to be the safest run through here. The Chloranthy ring is going to be a beautiful investment. I'm thinking my ring choice is going to be Havel's ring, and then the whatever optimized ring I want. And I think for a good portion of it, it's going to be the Chloranthy ring. At least until I get my big boy armor on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to light roll in the iron armor, the black iron armor. I'm hoping I can. That would be fantastic. Dare I even say, I would rather be able to light roll in that armor than have the health to just tank with the armor. Because, let's be real here, this is Fashion Souls, and... Oh. I was hoping for Titanite shards. Excuse me, I gave you the wrong impression. Sir, you give really good upgrading material as well as a good chunk of change, so I will be requesting that you cough them up. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. He's scared, and rightfully so. I scare myself sometimes. Goodbye. And my practice run, it gave me a shield, which was absolutely delightful. And I also messed up this jump in my practice run, so I know for a fact I can live this. Yeah. One time. You know, I tell people I got that jump correct one time on stream. And that's like the saving grace, is that it was on stream. Because then I can be like, hey, no, look back at this. Someone clip it. Someone do something. I got the run right. I got the jump right on my first try. I just fumble it every other time. Like, come on. What am I doing here? Okay. One of the better drops. Not what I prefer, but... beggars can't be choosers. I will say this is a little weird for me because I am talking a lot softer, I'm talking a lot quieter. I have the mic obnoxiously close to my face as opposed to what I usually have. I'm usually talking at you guys from across the ways of my desk because I have it setting like up and out of the way next to my monitor so I can swish swoosh my mouse back and forth. But as I'm not playing a game that requires my mouse to swish swoosh and my voice is still kind of recovering from being lost, I decided that foregoing the position of my mouse previously would be a good idea. You know what I'm thinking is not a good idea? Just eating hits from the Taurus Demon. It is no bueno. But luckily we get out of it alive. Another relatively close encounter. I wonder if that's going to be a theme. Oh well, we'll figure it out eventually. Bop. Bop wop wop. As we are doing every quest line, our beautiful bucket bro.
Hello.
You have to remember his thing starts on no and I need to relax.
This pleases. We are but to summon and of course, but
You can low-key hear me click-clacking away on my controller. Alright. Quest activated. Swig a little bit of juice. And we book it. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Well, goodbye. Here we are. Kick. Up and out. Fire go burr, knife go fling. Oh, excuse me, knife go fling. What? Knife go yeet. At this point, dragon's just gonna drop before I get a knife into its scales. Yeah, like look at this. Bro just got fed up with my shenanigans. I thought he was about to roast me, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he was prepping for it. Got spooked that I got under his legs. I missed. I try it every time. Oh, thought it'd be a shard. Thought it would be a shard. It's my bad, game. My bad. Didn't mean to give you false hope. Actually in a very comfortable spot with my souls right now. It's got me stoked. And that makes me happy. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. See, now we're getting on the same page here. I don't know if I caught up to you, if you had to slow down for me, but oh, you are not slowing down for nothing. Oh. No, that wasn't supposed to happen. Well, I was planning on streaming for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half,
or until a decent run ended. And as we have been streaming for about 30 minutes, I am going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. With that being said, keep your mugs filled, smiles happy.
Talk to you next time. Goodbye.